Good afternoon, everybody. We are going to start our exciting first webinar, the first of the 100 business opportunities that we are going to bring to you for 2021. So audiences, I'm going to pass this call on to my colleague, Shobha Krishna, who's on this particular call with me right now. And along with me is Mr. Chakradhar as well. So I'm going to hand over this call to Shobha. Shobha, please take it from here, and I'm looking forward to a very exciting session.
Thank you, Amit. Hi, everyone. We have Mr. Chakradhar with us, MTech, HVAC. Overall, he has 24 years of experience, worked with TCS and Satyam Computers, 16 years of experience in running skill development company, trained around 4,000 plus students directly. Also served as a president Ashriya Deccan Chapter 2018 and 19. Member of ISHRIA, IPA, FSAI, ISLE and IGBC. Societies linked with MEP industries. So he has his new brand called Dhanush Engineering and he'll be letting us know more now about it. Please tell us more about your brand.
Okay, thank you very much, Amit, for giving us this opportunity to talk about our brand. Okay, so let me brief about what is MEP before, because a majority of them may not know technically. So MEP consists of three trades: HVAC, which is also known as centralized air conditioning, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, electrical, building services, and plumbing. So MEP is also known as building services. So let us. I will try to brief you on how important are these building services. For simplicity, I will give you an example. For a human being to be alive, he has to have air circulation, water intake and outward is required, and energy to do activities, which is given by blood flowing in our nerves. Similarly, the building will not be live or livable if we do not have air circulation or air conditioning, electrical supply and plumbing systems. So you would have understood now. So what's the importance of MEP industry in a building? So no MEP in the building, there is no life. And coming on to a few more points, size of MEP industry is approximately 40% of the construction industry. For example, if you're constructing a building of worth 1 crore, 40 lakhs will go into MEP services. And as you all know, the government has started talking about 111 lakh crores worth infrastructure projects in the 2021 budget, which covers 7,400 projects. So due to the above infrastructure projects, more than 100 cities will be built and connected. So imagine the skilled engineers and technicians required to fulfill these projects across the country. So that's the size of MEP.
Yes, that was a good insight. So tell us more about your brand.
Okay, so I will tell a few of the points. As you mentioned that key strengths. We have the experience of skilling 20,000 plus engineers and technicians till now. We have 16 years of experience in skill development industry. We have digitally managed centers, and the most important part is we know what are the do's and don'ts in the skill development industry.
Fantastic. Why is Dhanush Engineering an ideal franchise profile? Can you let us know who are the good fit to be to take your franchisee? Who would you choose to share your partnership with as a franchisee?
Yeah, definitely, yes. We have a very good clarity on that particular part. Entrepreneurs who are in who are having enthusiasm in skill development industry will be the right fit. The candidates or the entrepreneurs who have patience, honesty, and integrity in doing business, strong character, ability to be a self-starter, the willingness to take the risk and to take responsibility of the results, quick decision making and actions, most importantly, understanding the service industry. The most important part over here for the success is leading the team on day-to-day activities. Entrepreneurs who are willing to work full-time are the best fit.
Fantastic. So, are you looking for any education or background, anything uh, whom you think they should have, anything specifications you have?
For the entrepreneur who is going to take the franchisee, we look at he should be having good communication. A graduation is will do for us. Good communication and majority of the points which I mentioned, that's what we look at. There is no need for him to have understanding of MEP because we will educate them. There is no need for him to have any experience of running an education institute because our systems will help him to understand how to do it. And as I said, the everything is digital, so it's very easy for any entrepreneur who is coming into this to understand and operate this business.
Fantastic. So, any person who has a minimal graduation knowledge and would be able to, take a training from you and start off your franchisee easily.
Yeah. So training is from the perspective of how to run the business, not technical. Your technical things, he has to hire the people who can deliver technical content. Yeah.
So, what is the investment that a client, your franchisee should hold to take up your franchisee?
Okay. Okay. So our brand is having two models, two franchisee models. One is for engineers. Uh, the qualification of the engineers who are going to come to our centers would be BE, Tech, and diploma from mechanical, electrical, and civil streams. The franchisee for the second one would be the technicians. Qualification would be 10th inter, ITI, pass or fail. The job roles would be AC technician, electrician, and plumber. So these are the two franchisee models. Coming on to the franchisee fees for engineering model, it is 3 lakhs. So the investment required to start would be around 10 to 12 lakhs. Similarly, for the technicians, the franchisee fees would be 3 lakhs and investment would be 10 to 12 lakhs. So these are two different segments. If any of the entrepreneurs is looking at taking franchisee for engineering technicians both together, we are happy to give combinedly also. The franchisee fees will come up to 5 lakhs and the investment would be around 18 to 22 lakhs. This is what comes as a overall investment part. Coming on to the majority of the entrepreneurs who look at franchisee business, they want to know what is the return on investment, how much they can earn. So basically, if you are doing the things right, 1 lakh per month is a very achievable target. And if you are following our suggestions and guidelines, definitely you can go beyond 1 lakh of revenue per month.
So, in total, if a franchisee holds 15 lakhs of investment and start a franchisee, he can earn 1 lakh per month
Yeah, it's I'm talking about the net profit.
net profit. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I'm talking about net profit, which will be which can be easily achieved.
easily.
And see the overall basic thing here is if 10 students are sitting in your classroom, your cost is the same.
Okay.
If 20 students are sitting, your operating cost is the same. So it all depends. If your profitability has to increase, the only thing is the number of students sitting in the batch has to be decent enough.
So that is the complete. If they have a right classroom as per your guidance, and they started with 15 lakhs of investment and take all the steps what you provide, they can earn 1 lakh of net profit. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. We have understood now what is Dhanush and what is the advantages of taking Dhanush engineering franchises and what would be the investment and what is the return. So now there are some questions maybe with so many entrepreneurs. Then there are different industries today in India. Why education franchise? And here I would like to invite Amit to put light on this as he has an experience of more than 25 years into this franchise industry. He understands every industry much more better way in depth. So Amit, can you tell our viewers why investing in education sector now?
Okay, so ideally, there are over 500 plus education and training companies that are currently franchising in India. We have a very vast list of such franchise companies listed on Franchise Bazaar. Uh, Dhanush, out of these 500 opportunities, seems like a brilliant education and training coaching franchise, simply because of the size of the MEP industry. I mean, our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Ji Modi has this vision of skilling India, and as the government is focused on ensuring that our youth is skilled, this opportunity has tremendous potential. Now look at it from a tier two city perspective. Look at it from a larger city perspective. You look at a vast majority of population which is moving from the tier 2 tier 3 cities to the bigger cities for better employability. Then a Dhanush center there gives tremendous scope for such people to become employable and then join bigger companies, get to better careers and things like that. Also look at the urban locations, the kind of construction. I mean, our current budget has focused heavily on infrastructure development. And when you look at the kind of infrastructure development that is going to happen in India in the next 5 years, there is going to be a huge demand for MEP professionals. So there is no question about why this is amongst the most exciting, lucrative industries that you can put your hands into. And with Dhanush being there, I mean, they have 2 decades of working experience in this industry. So what else do you need? You've got all your everything covered for yourself as an investor, as somebody who's an educator, somebody who's an educationist, somebody who wants to get into a new business. Even if you look at women entrepreneur or professionals who are looking up at taking up a nice business, then I believe this is a great opportunity. Also, with the pre and the post COVID market situation, we were discussing this recently. A lot of people did not go through their courses or did not get skilled last year because of the pandemic. So anybody who starts this opportunity now also is going to benefit from this particular COVID circumstance or situation that we have, because there will be a larger number of students flocking to these training and education institutes now to get skilled and to take advantage of the MEP coaching that Dhanush provides. So yes, this is a great sector, and if anybody is looking at investing in any industry, education should be the segment, and Dhanush is a very good franchise to invest in.
It is a very nice view, the point of yours where the upcoming industry, the education is one of the industry where people can look forward and have a bright future. So I would want Mr. Chakradhar to tell us why Dhanush is the best training and franchise industry currently in India. Why should our viewers choose Dhanush? I should have franchise.
Okay. So before going into why Dhanush, I would like to talk about what is Skill India. Okay, what is NSDC? Once we give this background, then you'll understand why Dhanush. So what is NSDC? NSDC is a National Skills Development Corporation, which was established in 2008, and now it is working with Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Okay, so we are the first. We can say we are the first and only approved training partner of NSDC in the MEP industry. And the total number of NSDC approved training partners in India are 343 companies only. We are empaneled as India International Skill Center. It is in line with Narendra Modi ji's vision of sending more and more skilled youth to countries like Gulf countries. Okay, so we are empaneled as India International Skill Center. The total number of empaneled members in India are 93 members only. So this gives you some inputs. I'll give you further inputs which are from our 16 years of work. We have been giving corporate training to ISRO, ETA, Tata Housing, L&T, and many more companies. We are authorized training partners of Blue Star for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana from the last 5 years. We have started online and e-learning trainings in 2008 and 2010 respectively. So we were way ahead of industry requirements or digital transformation. All our courses are NSDC approved. We have reached to more than 400 colleges pan India. Recently, we have established an MEP Center of Excellence in Swarnandhra Engineering College, Narsapur, Andhra Pradesh. So it was an exciting moment for all of us. We have reached to more than 800 MEP related companies and MOUs with 300 plus companies, which give us the bandwidth to place hundreds of students in a month. We have done MEP job fair in 2019 in 5 states, and the next series will follow this year. Because of the COVID, we could not do in 2020. The number of companies participated in MEP job fair in 2019 was 273 companies, 27,000 job seekers attended, 3,000 plus job openings were there, and 2,100 plus offer letters were issued on the spot. If anybody wants to know or wants to view what we have done, I think you can put MEP job fair in the YouTube and you will get all the activities we did in MEP job fairs. You have employer feedback, you have job seekers feedback over there. As Amit was saying, this year will be a double business. We are calling it as double bonanza or double business. As engineering students from 2020 could not get placements, either corporate placements or placements which in general they used to get. And 2021 batch is also coming out, maybe a couple of months difference in time, but it's going to be full. The number of students inflow would be enormous. And the most important part, why you should be with us and why you should take Dhanush franchisee as a owner of the business. You have everything on your fingertips. We have created dashboards. You know how many inquiries, what the registrations, how many jobs are available, when and where the interviews are, what is the number of placed candidates, and what's the revenue generated. Everything is available with few clicks. So I feel all these points which I mentioned, give you a clear idea why you should go with Dhanush.
I think it was a fantastic explanation, Chakradhar, that you gave it in statistics, and you're in one word telling it is a ready-made business for anyone who can start off making money with after taking the loan.
Absolutely.
Yes, fantastic. So I think we will take some questions now. I want Amit and both Chakradhar to answer the first question.
Yeah, so I'm sure there will be quite an amount of questions that entrepreneurs will have. Especially, what are the locations that we are currently open for? What are the locations in which we want franchises?
Okay, so we are looking for pan India. As of now, we are operating in Hyderabad, Delhi, and Kuppam. Because of this thing, we are open in all over India.
Okay, and can you throw light on the typical market or the business that will happen in a bigger city and in a smaller city. And what are the two models that we operate? I think we operate two different models, right? Can you throw light on the two different models that we have?
Okay. So coming on to the engineers models, this will be very much suitable for state capitals. Wherever you have a state capital, engineering colleges are spread across the states, and generally the engineering graduates come to the state capital for to enhance skill their things. So that would be a wonderful opportunity over there for the engineering franchisee model. And for two-tier cities, technician is wonderful because you have n number of people over here who are looking for jobs, who want to migrate, and not only migration, those who want to upskill them and get a living basically. So when the entrepreneur is looking for a location, he should have a clear idea of his geography and how many colleges are there around that particular location. Engineering colleges, polytechnic colleges, ITA colleges, what's the strength around the particular location.
Okay, so ideally we are saying that if somebody's got around 20 lakh rupees, they can start off with an integrated model where both these offerings or both these services can be offered. If somebody's got around say 12 lakh rupees, he can start off either with the engineering services or the mechanic services that we're talking of. So either of these two models the person can start off. So it's a very straightforward 20 lakhs or between 12 to 15 lakh rupees of investment that somebody's got. And if somebody's got an existing education center, can they convert the existing education center in India to a Dhanush MEP center?
Yeah, definitely yes, they can convert it. We do not have any challenge with that, but the dedicated area has to be separate. The reason being, we need to follow NSDC guidelines, and a separate demarcated area is required for operating these particular activities.
Brilliant. Can you throw some light on, I have a viewer who's asking us, question on whether if the students get trained, do they also get job guarantee?
See, in the training and skill development industry, as per NSDC, we at Dhanush have to provide them job. Okay, and the requirement is 70% of the candidates who come to us should be employed, and that's the reason I have shown you the strength of Dhanush, having connect to 800 more than 800 companies in MEP industry. Okay, so we are placing 100. We have the capacity to place hundreds of candidates across India. If you ask me the word called guarantee, so I will say I will not give you guarantee. The reason is the guarantee depends upon how the candidate has performed in the training, how he is performing in the interview. We will give him all the weapons, whether he is using those weapons when he goes to interview. That's the real challenge over there. But the student need not be afraid. We give the candidates multiple interviews at multiple locations, and if he is not getting through, we bring him back to the center and we try to find out what's the gap in, and we upskill him in those gaps and then again send them to interviews. At Dhanush, we have a placement policy. Placement policy is lifetime placement support. So the candidate who comes into our centers will be supported with placement for lifetime.
Fantastic. I like the lifetime placement support that you're giving, and it sounds as a reasonable guarantee, if I may use the word.
Yes.
Good. So yeah, these are typically the questions that any entrepreneur who's looking at starting an education franchise in India would have. I think if there are any more questions that they have, we can always connect. They can come to the Dhanush page on franchisebazaar.com and apply for the franchise and leave their questions on our post over here on whichever social media platform you are watching, whether it is LinkedIn, whether it is Facebook, whether it is YouTube, whether it is Insta, whether we are streaming this live on multiple platforms, so you can like us You can share this particular opportunity with friends and families and with people whom you know who could benefit from this particular education franchise opportunity, and stay connected with us for more on a very large number of very interesting business ideas that we are going to bring to the table. And hopefully we start off with the appointment of Dhanush franchisees in different parts of India, and you are amongst the first people to take up this franchise in your city and get started with this wonderful business. Great. Thank you, Chakradhar. It has been a fantastic session. We've had a meaningful afternoon, and hopefully our viewers have had a very meaningful session with us. Thank you, Shobha, very much for conducting this brilliantly. I look forward to staying connected with all of you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.